All right, guys, today it's reefing lines. Pump out the boat and do some calibration of the compass for the autopilot. Let's get to it.
I decided to do my lines for reefing, and let me just show you what I did there. So the reefing lines, which were not set up on this boat, but the sail had been replaced with 2 reef points, so I wanted reefing lines in case for heavy weather. So let me just show you what I did. There we go, up to the boom. And I installed 2 cars here. These 2 lines go up to the reefing point. As you can see there, that is the second reefing point. First reefing point is right here. And so I've got a blue and red line, so at least I can communicate if I've got somebody else on. These 2 will pull them back. So it is the sail is taut this way, just like an outhaul. There's just a knot. I've got 2 points here that are secured into the boom as well, and they're both at the same location back here, so they pull back just like an outhaul. Anyways, then I've got the lines coming forward with little brackets here again, and then I have my little cam cleats here that are color coded to the lines, and I've got really long lines. Of course, they don't need to be that long, but as soon as I put the sail back up, I will figure out how long they're going to be, and I'll time off about here somewhere, and that'll be all the extra I need, just so you can pull them and tighten them up. And that is my reefing lines. A very simple system, has to be operated from up here. It's not a single line reefing, but dual line reefing. At one point this boat had single line for 1 reef set up for the original sail, and that was this line that went up to this cleat, and then up to a pulley here, and then back to a single pulley there, which would pull it down, and that was it for the front of the sail. Oh, it's hard to see, but I've got one of these at the front of the sail, and there's on both reef points there is a
strap with a D-ring.
On cleat, whatever it's called. Jeez, that's my day today. All right, guys, we are at the pump out station, and it is time to use that sucker right there and pump out all the unwanted waste on this boat. Right there, out of here, out there. Perfect. Anyways, short trip over here from Slip, and it is an absolutely gorgeous day. All right, the next thing we want to do is start the calibration of the autopilot, and we get this to the setting swing compass off, which is swing compass off is the ready position to start the calibration process. Then we need to go find a place where I can go and spin Uis for at least 2 times. So I'm going to go out right here in the bay, and I'm going to try turning around a few times to see if I can calibrate that. Get to that now.
So this is a super boring process, but basically I need to set the calibration mode on, which I'm doing there, and then it tells me to turn in circles, and I'm going to do that for a little bit. So let's go. Basically, it's a pretty slow process, and you've got to make 2 loops at least. If you go too fast, it'll tell you went too fast, and basically it makes you start over again. You got to keep looking around, make sure you don't hit any other boats, and then the calibration's complete.
All right, that's set. So I had to do 2 laps, and then after it came back on, it would say there's a deviation of, I think it was 7 degrees, and so then I had to go and reset this compass to match this compass, which I know this compass is correct. I checked it with 3 different compasses, and now they both agree. So fingers crossed, got it set. We did this once before, and it was off like a lot, so I had to reset it. But now it's looking like it's perfect. It's still showing perfect, which is really good. So now what we're going to do is go back this puppy into the slip.
All right, so that's about it today. Next week, I'm going to add a engine mount for the dinghy and get out and do some sailing. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.